This week's edition of Grappler's Keep is brought to you once again by Diet Water. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. And as new seasons start, and whether it's the wrestling season or the newly entered summer season, we always need to make sure we take care of ourselves, make sure we stay in good shape, and keep ourselves well hydrated. And the best way to do that is with that one product that has all of that great water taste, but still only half of those dreaded water calories. The one, the only, Diet Water. This product's only available in stores where it is sold. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are time zone wise on this island earth. This is Kentucky Hawkeye, KY Hawkeye, your host here for Hawkeye's Old Time Gaming Emporium. It is Saturday night, which means it is the return of Grappler's Keep, our WWE 2K25 universe, where number wrestlers from all of your favorite tabletop RPG genres compete in a ring that we call the Dice Tray. Nestled deep inside of Diet Water Arena, I've been busy with a lot of things, and one of those things has been getting all of the wrestlers, all 64 wrestlers and managers redone, making up a new Diet Water Arena, getting all the belts made up and everything. Had a few struggles along the way. We've had some outfits that were taken away, some wrestlers that are no longer in, so we've had to do some costume changes. We've had to do some moveset changes, some entrance changes and stuff like that. But I think it's all going to be things that you will like, and it's going to help enhance everything along the way. And hopefully, we will all have a good time. Hey, Krellin, good to have you here with us. Yes, wrestling is back. We are back with Grappler's Keep. So, if you wonder why I'm dressed like this, well, we have something available now. It's been available for a little while, but I'm going to try to push it a little bit more now. And that is, we have merch. This is the Old Time Gaming Emporium hat. This is the t-shirt. Both have the waffle cone crossbow on them. And we have all sorts of other merch as well. We have cozies, we have insulated cups, and we have, if I hit the right button here, we have shirts, we have hats. Whether you want to promote Grappler's Keep, the Emporium itself, or Diet Water, it's all there. We have those available there. We have more than just those color combinations for everything. Those are the ones that I got. Those are the ones that I have for myself. But they are now available at Fourth Wall. The link will be showing up here soon here in chat. So if you would like to get your own official Emporium merch, it is available there. So I figured, starting off the new season, let's wear the merch. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So we've got everything set up. This will be our first time in the WWE 2K25 universe. We'll hopefully not run into many bugs along the way. There's been lots of updates as we go. And if we run into glitches, we will figure out a way to work around them. So without any further ado, since we used all the ado making dinner last night, let's go ahead and get things started. A new season begins. Welcome to Grappler's Keep. All right, let's take a look at our starting card here tonight. We have singles action here as Lionel Hawk out of the tag team, the Brotherhood of Cthulhu, will be going after Meanie. one of the three members of Three Kobolds in a trench coat. Eenie and Meanie are our current tag team champions. They actually defeated the Brotherhood of Cthulhu to get those belts, but this will be single action. It'll just be Meanie, but it looks like everyone's going to be ringside for this one for our opening match. And why? Oh, the controller shut down on me. That's why. All right. Second match, we have tag team action as the Paladins are going to be going up against the Barbarians and Praxagor Thesmophoria. Their manager will be along with the Dwarven Barbarians here at the side of the ring. In singles action, we have Devious Dora Drek out of the Hag Sisters going up against Warble. We have Annabelle Dukes going up against Belle Sanders. In singles action, we have Trebar Twinback out of the Lucha Gnomes going up against our Goliath Bard, Vin Blastine, with his muse and manager Ara at his side. Jarduk Munka will be going up against Callius Lucidus. And in singles action, Ben Damastain out of Team Chemo will be going up against Chaos out of the tag team known as the Demolition Squad. In women's tag team action, we have the Interlude going up against Paws and Claws. Big rivalry still going on here with these two teams. And in our main event, our women's champion, Cheryl Aranoma, will be in a non-title bout against Feline Locke. So, let's go ahead and get things started. This will be an interesting solo matchup here between Lionel Hawk and Meanie. Meanie, again, out of the tag team known as Three Kobolds in a Trench Coat. He is known as the dirtiest dealer in all of Grappler's Keep, so we'll see how nasty he gets in solo action as he goes up against part of the tag team that they defeated to get the titles, and that would be Lionel Hawk out of the Brotherhood of Cthulhu. Nothing they would like better than a chance to get those belts back. So we'll get things loaded and going here in just a moment here as we wait for everything to load up as we get ready for our first match tonight here on Season 2 of Grappler's Keep. Looks like we're ready, and here we go.
Look who's here!
Oh, the announcers are on. I gotta fix that. I did not want that. I'm gonna have to toggle that. Coming out first, it is the Brotherhood of Cthulhu.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by the Chosen One, representing the Brotherhood from the Old Country, weighing in at 222 pounds, Leon L. Hawkins.
All right, Lionel Hawkins making his way in.
The WWE Universe has expected a classic. I think it is destined to deliver.
So it looks like we're going to be having them talking as well. I'm going to bring that audio way down so I can talk over them there. I thought I had that turned off, but we will fix that here momentarily. Making their way to the ring, here to try to bring everyone back to the old ways and serving the great old one. Very long, successful tag team reign. As they summon fire from the great old one itself, supposedly, to make their point. Lionel's ready, and now here comes her opponent. It's a new day for Cobalt kind as the Kobolds are still your Grapplers Keep Knights of the Realm Tag Team Champions. There they all are. All right, Meanie's there on the right. You see their manager next to them, Mo, the man in the trench coat, who says he will lead them to conquer the world. And they serve him without any hesitation. There's Meanie right there. He's got the game face going already. Wearing those championship belts proudly. They were in a tough match with the Lucha Gnomes at Dice Mania, but were able to keep the belts. Looks like Lionel's set. So is Meanie. Wait for the bell. Here we go. And Meanie comes right out swinging. Gets the waist lock going. Nice arm drag reversal. Has him down. Has the headlock on pretty good. Has it still locked in. Meanie trying to get to that vertical base. Fighting his way up to his feet, and he's been successful now. Works it around. Gets it into kind of a hammerlock. Cranking on the arm there of Lionel. Hammerlocking it down real hard. He may be scrawny, but those kobolds are stronger than they look. Oh, nasty trip there. And hits it with like a modified double axe handle there. Big stomp. Another stomp. And a big running boot there. Another stomp to the side. And now Meanie's just all over him right now. Grabs the leg. Knee right to the hamstring. Another shot. And another. All right. There we go. Let's get the camera fixed. Oh! Used his own move. Hit him with the dark drop. And now comes outside the ring. Goes right after him. No hesitation. Pulls him up. Is he going to go for electric chair drop? No. Reversed by Lionel into Hurricane Rana. Right there in front of the announcer's booth. Throws him into Mo. Standing there. Showing not to interfere. And now here comes Meanie with a big running clothesline. Caught him by surprise. As the count continues. Lionel back up to his feet. Both inside. Meanie's up top. And a double axe handle shot. Flips him over. One of the kobolds is taking the turnbuckle off. Only a 2 count. Looks like it was Meanie. And now the ref is fixing it. While Meanie continues with some foot stomps. Holds the arm down. Big stomp with that clawed foot. Right on the hand. Big stomp and an elbow drop. Grabs him by the leg. And a nasty stump puller. I would wonder how much a Mothro would do. Okay, goes up, top rope. Big elbow drop from the top. He hasn't got going to finish him off yet. Oh, there's the eye rake and the low blow. And the ref lets him get away with it. Zebulon Banks is protesting on the side here. And Lionel somehow kicks out. Meanie was upset about that. He thought he had it. Waits for Lionel, helps Lionel up to his feet the rest of the way. Nasty punch there. And now Meanie again is taking the turnbuckle off. Has him by the legs. No. Lionel kicks him off. Has him and throws Meanie into the corner without the turnbuckle. Looks like that blew up on the faces of the kobolds as now he's in the tree of woe. Big stomps. Leaps over. Nice little senton going over the top. He's going to go up top now. The ref was going to try to replace the turnbuckle, but too much action going on. Missed with the senton from the top rope. The ref is replacing the turnbuckle again. Now Meanie has control. Whipping the ropes, drops down, leapfrogs over, and a nice big knee to the gut. He's waiting for him to come. Let's see what Meanie's got planned here. A leaping elbow shot, but misses, but Lionel cannot take advantage. Meanie goes right after him, wraps him up. Skullcracker, neckbreaker combo. And Meanie is showing some moves here we never saw in the past. Goes for a kick, but misses. Lionel pulls the ropes apart, and Meanie slides through. Kobolds are protesting out the side, but Meanie's right back in. Lionel distracted, gives Meanie a chance to get in there, wraps him up. There's the Skullcracker and Neckbreaker again. The Kobold combo, I guess we'll call it for now. He's waiting for him to get to his feet. Double axe handle from the top. Holds him down for the pin. And Lionel kicks out again. Meanie's got to wonder what he's got to do to put Lionel away. Wraps him up. He's going to go for the Kobold's curse. He locks in the figure four. Trying to get the submission, but no, Lionel reverses it. And Meanie's forced to break it. Reversing it puts the focus on the other person's knee. Now a whip into the ropes. And the Arkham Stomp as he came in. He's waiting for Meanie to get up to his feet. Leaps over. And the Arkham Stomp again. But only a 1 count. Kobolds do not go down easy. Pulls him up to his feet. Wraps him up. And hits him with the great old drop. Goes for the pin. But no, only a 2 count. Meanie's not going down easy. Pulls him up to his feet. Wraps him up. And hits him with the big elbow drop there right onto the chest. Now going upstairs. The big Arkham Stomp, but nobody home. There's the eye rake. And the low blow again. The ref was not looking. Meanie gets away with it again. Hooks the leg for the pin. And this time it's enough. And the Kobolds start season 2 with a victory. Name is Splurt. But Meanie, with a lot of underhanded tactics, but still gets the victory. So a good start to the season for the 3 Kobolds and the Trenchcoat. Eeny, meeny, miny, and mo. All right, I'm going to try to fix something here real quick. Bear with me just a moment. Can I do it from here? I'm going to try to see if I can get them turned off. Okay, it's not there. You're going to see how the sausage is made here, everyone. Just relax. I got to try to toggle something. Is it because I chose that? All right, I'm going to leave universe mode here for just a moment, everyone. Just hold on. Need to make a few corrections here. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, here we go. Commentary. Off. There we go. Re-announcer we still want on. Everything else we want the same. There we go. Quick little version there. Now we got her fixed. All right. And now we will return to our regularly scheduled program. All right. Let's continue our show on here. We have men's tag team action here as two tag teams who have a history against each other. The Paladins, Othniel and Scandalon Obadias IV, up against the Bravestone brothers, Balrig and Dolgrim, with their manager Praxagor Thesmophoria. Why is Prax a manager? Well, we have a special program here. If you subscribe to the channel at level 1, you can be a manager for either a tag team or an individual single wrestler. If you subscribe at level 2, or at tier 2, you can not only be a manager, but you can create your own faction within Grappler's Keep. Can be up to 5 people, all men, all women, combination of the two. Doesn't matter. You pick who you want for your faction, and you get to be the manager of it. If you go all the way up to tier 3, you don't get to be a manager for a single wrestler or tag team. You don't get to be a create your own faction. You actually get to be a wrestler within Grappler's Keep. We will design you as your favorite art character that you've done RP with, or we can create something totally brand new. We don't. It doesn't matter to us. We'll just make the wrestler in the image that you want it to be in to fit whatever tabletop RPG genre or game that you like the best, and that's what we will do. So that's how you can become a manager. We have 2 managers right now. We have Praxagor Thesmophoria. She's the manager for the Barbarians. We have Wandering Silence, who is the manager for Goldie Boone on the women's side. So if you subscribe, you have that option if you would like. So continue now that we've finished with our advertisement here. As you will see, the Ballrig brothers, we've had a change in costume for them because the outfits that we had on them before were taken out of the game. So I've chose one that I like that I think is going to work well for them. So without any further delays, let's go ahead and get this match started. I missed those original outfits. I thought those were real good for them, but that's what happens. And here they are. They are the Paladins. And they're not alone anymore. They have joined with the team known as Divine Smite, Jillian, and Renalor. And they are now a 4-member faction known as the Disciples. They are still going to be in tag team action, but they are prepared for mixed gender and other to work together as a team as representatives of the same temple. As you hear, they're being introduced now as the faction that they have formed along with our 2 half-elf clerics. We have clerics and paladins working together. And they are as regimented as ever. Divine Smite said, we need some guidance. We need some help to improve. We need the same discipline that you 2 have. You were former champions. So they have joined forces, and our paladins are ready to begin. Looking things over. They say the ring is precious, the ring is holy, and must be treated and respected in such a way. And they will do that in their match here tonight. And here come their opponents. That's not the right entrance. We need to fix the entrance. Hey, Wandering Silence, good to have you back. We are back. You don't. I can turn it back up now. We turned the announce. I had to turn the thing down because the announcers were on. But now that I got rid of them, we can put it back up. Thanks for reminding me. So here we go. It's going to be Scandalon starting off first against Ballrig. And here we go. Scandalon wastes no time. Goes right after Ballrig. Ballrig had a chance for individual glory, but lost at Dicemania to Novar Xanatrone. Now he's back in tag team action with his little brother. And right now, a little ring rest here maybe for Ballrig as Scandalon is just all over him. Has him up, all the blood draining down to the head. And there's the slam downward. Into the ropes. Leaps up. Kind of a butt splash there right on the abdomen. Pulls Ballrig up to his feet. Hard whip into the corner. Here's the quick tag. Double team action here, holding the arm out, and a massive double axe handle to the arm on Ballrig. Othniel pops him up right into a backbreaker. Goes up, second rope. But Ballrig gets the tag, and here comes Dolgrim. Othniel misses with the drop kick. Dolgrim doesn't waste any time. Nice little throw there, and now stomping the water out of the mud puddle. Right on the chest, has the arm. Holds it down, big stomp on the hand, another stomp. A third one right on that gauntleted hand, but it hurts nonetheless. Othniel back to his feet. Dolgrim goes right after him, but nope. Othniel pulls him up, body slam straight down, up to his feet. Hard whip into the corner. It's been mostly the Paladins at this point. There's the tag. Scandalon comes back in. Seth holds him up for the open punch to the gut. And right into a belly to back suplex, leg drop combo. Holds the arm down, and now Scandalon is going to do the stomping on the hands. Pulls him up to his feet and pulling right on the face, raking the eyes. Pulls him up and just does a throw straight forward. Hooks the leg, goes for the pin early. But only a 1 count, trying to send a message. Asks for the tag, and Big Brother Ballrig comes in. But unable to take advantage, scoops him up. Big sidewalk slam by Scandalon. But only a 1 count. Dolgrim still slow getting out. Scandalon gets a shot in on him just to be safe. Ballrig looks stunned. Big, massive clubbing forearm. Hooks the leg. Goes for the pin, but in with the save is Dolgrim. Scandalon takes advantage of the opportunity. Tags in Othniel, who goes outside. Springboard off the rope into a missile drop kick. Big strike there. Wrap around the waist, but Ballrig elbows his way free. Second win for the big barbarian dwarf. Hard shot into the corner. Here's the tag. Setting him up for something here. Arm drag throw there. And the dwarven drop right on top of him. Hooks the leg for the pin. But Scandalon there before they can even get the 1 count to save his partner. Dolgrim chases him off. Grabs him by the leg. Big kick to the back. Pulls him, goes up, top rope. Launches a knee, but nobody home Othniel rolls out of the way. Whip into the rope, it hits the ref. Othniel stays right on top of Dolgrim, takes advantage. Schoolboy roll up, holds him down. But only a 2 count. Almost had him there. Wraps him up. Hard whip into the corner. Here's the tag. Ballrig coming back in. Double whip into the ropes. Pop up. Right into a power slam. Ballrig with the pin. But Othniel kicks out. Scandalon didn't even move. Had faith in his partner. Now looking for a tag. Ballgrim has him cut off. And has the shoulder pinch going on now. But Othniel gets in the ropes. He has to break it. Othniel rolls out of the ring trying to break momentum. Punches his way back in. Springboard fist misses. Ballrig gets out of the way. Hard whip into the corner of Othniel. Here's the quick tag again. Has him held up there. Whips him right into a knee. Right into another knee. Double whip. Waiting for Othniel to get to his feet, but Othniel's crawling instead. Dolgrim's letting him. And he goes up on the corner to celebrate. Here comes Scandalon from behind. Dolgrim celebrating. Gets a back elbow in anyway and another shot. Maybe he's trying to lure Scandalon, it looks like. Hard whip into the corner. Another quick tag. Prax looks like she's had them training with a lot of quick tags. And a massive double whip. And now a buckle bomb into Scandalon in the corner. And now the ground and pound begins. The Barbarians doing what they do best. Pound and beat ya. Big stomp. Misses there. Scandalon back up with a punch. Wraps him up from behind. Forearm to the back. Another forearm shot. And now a big boot to the face. With that, he heads to the corner, tags, and brings in Othniel. Big kick to the back. Another stomp on the back of Ballrig. Pulls him up. Another big kick. Grabs him by the legs and looks like he's going for a heel hook of some sort. Cranking on that ankle and knee. Throws the leg back down. Another stomp on the same leg. Now pulls him up. Ballrig kicks his way out. Now another hard whip into the corner of Othniel by Ballrig. Here's the tag again. They're working on those quick tags. Whip into the knee and a forearm from behind. Prax has worked on some new moves with him, it looks like, and now the ground and pound from Dolgrim. Pulls him up to his feet. Big spinning back kick. Hooks the leg. 1 count, and Scandalon is in for the save. Hit him with the shield spin, and it almost got it. Dolgrim is flexing. Whips Othniel into the ropes, and a big running knee shot. Goes up, second rope. Tries to drop the knee again. Again, Othniel gets out of the way. Some fancy rope work, but misses with the missile drop kick. Dolgrim ready for him, a big kick there. And now there's the quick tag again. The Barbarians are using a lot of quick tags in here. Looks like Prax has been working hard with them. Dolgrim just brute force pulls him up to the top rope and then slams him down. Pulled him over the top rope from the ring apron. And a massive double axe handle from the top rope. Pulls him up. Hard whip into the corner again. Slow start for the Barbarians, but now they've taken control of this match. Whip pulls him up. It throws him down into the massive power slam. Dolgrim's ready, wraps him up. Gets him with the dwarven kick. Hooks the leg for the pin. And the Barbarians show that they can win here. And I think this might be their first win with Prax at their side. All that training in the off-season appears to have paid off for the Blackstone brothers. The Barbarians get the win over the Paladins in our premiere episode of this season of Grappler's Keep. That was an impressive match here. They started out slow, but they kept gaining momentum and they were able to get a victory there. So let's go to our next match here. This is women's action, as we have Devious Dora Drek, usually of the tag team, in a tag team with her sister, Crazy May Lardladle. They are the Heg sisters, but she's going to go up against our former women's champion, Warble, our Kenku Rogue. Both of these are out of the fantasy realm. Yeah, that was a very good match, Wandering Silence. So it was a great starting match for us for sure there. This will be an interesting matchup. We don't usually see Dora in singles top competition, but don't let that catch you too much. Don't fall asleep on that too much. She is a very accomplished seasoned singles wrestler as well. So let's see what happens as we go to our first women's singles match of the season. And there's Dora, microphone in hand. Let's see what this is. I know they brought the microphone stuff back in. Oh, we don't get to hear it, but she's doing some sort of promo. Who's she calling out? She's calling out Warble, and here she is. Is this a brewing of a rivalry going on here? In the old versions of the game, we got to see the text going on, seeing what they were saying. I guess we're just going to have to react to see how the crowd reacts here. Don't like the fact that they're using. Okay, accept the challenge. Oh, they don't give you much time here, do they? So a challenge has been issued. Not sure what's going on. Are we going to see a match here, or is this a challenge for something later on? All right, don't know what's going on there. I guess that's part of how the new rivalry stuff works. That's not necessarily a rivalry I want. We'll probably fix those as we go. I decided not to sign any rivalries right away, so I guess we'll go for another women's singles match. Former women's champion Belle Sanders is going to be going up against Annabelle Duke. She's a member of the faction Fatal Attraction, along with Minion Mydalar and Annalith. Belle Sanders out of the Weird Wild West. Annabelle Duke's out of the Noir realm. So this will be a good matchup here. Wandering Silence knows all about Belle Sanders because of her rivalry that she had on and off throughout the entire season last year with Goldie Boone, the wrestler that he manages. So let's see what happens here. All right, we're going to have actual match here. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing Fatal Influence. From the east side, Annabelle Duke.
All right, Annabelle Duke's making her way to the ring. New entrance music. The old music wasn't available, so we chose something different. Kept the same entrance, same outfit, but still the same notorious wrestler here. She runs the speakeasy known as the Fresh Fantasy. The toughest person on the east side of town. Every noir story needs a gun mall, and that is her. And speaking of new stuff, slightly new entrance here for former women's champion Belle Sanders. I didn't set up any of the Hunter's Mark matches, but she is our current holder of the Hunter's Mark for the women.
Internet Fighting Champion, Belle Sanders.
She's at Weird Beth, the best shot in the Weird Wild West. Will do whatever needs to be done, no matter what. She was part of the gang of desperados that destroyed the Boone Ranch and got caught in that weird time loop vortex that brought her and several others from the Weird Wild West here to Grappler's Keep. She's had a good time of it here. Championship, she's held the Hunter's Mark a couple of times. And now we're ready to begin it. Annabelle Dukes does not waste any time. She knows the power that Belle has, so she's going right after her here. Big clubbing forearm shot brings her down. Punt kick to the ribs there. Mocks her to get up. Goes right after a couple of big kick. Belle blocks that one, gets a strike in of her own. Pulls her up. Big over the shoulder drop. And now Belle goes right to the ground and pound. Big stomp. Rolls her over, kick to the back with those cowboy boots. And now she's the one mocking Annabelle. Wraps her up. Fisherman suplex into a perfect plex, holding for the pin. Nice bridge, but only gets the 1 count. Goes right back at it. Big knee to the head. Big stomp to the back of the leg. And right now it is all Belle Sanders' power right now. Goes outside. She's going up top. Waiting for Annabelle to get to her feet. And a missile drop kick from the top. Hooks the leg for the pin. But only a 1 count. Big stomp to the head again. Stomp to the chest. And a kick to the side. It's just all power right now. Now Annabelle reverses. Arm drag slam there. Stomp to the back with those heels. But a rolling kick by Belle. Catches her by surprise. Hard whip into the ropes. Went for a move and missed. Now goes for a kick. Annabelle blocks the second one. Whip of Belle into the ropes. Running clothesline there. Big stomp to the ankle. Flips her over. Flips her back. Grabs her by the leg. Elbow drop right onto the knee. Another stomp onto the arm. Waits for Belle to get to her knees and just slams her face down again. Pulls her up. Now up to her knee. Into the ropes. Nasty drop kick there. Belle right up to her feet. Wraps her up. Hits her with the fedora. Hooks the leg for the pin. But kicks out at 2. Belle thought she had it there. Lots of shock, but not enough awe. Waiting for her to get up. And hits her with the last word. Hooks the leg. And Belle is down for the count. And a victory for Fatal Attraction and Annabelle Dukes. That was a quick one. Big win for Annabelle Dukes there. And for her faction, able to power her way through a very strong, difficult opponent in Belle Sanders. Now, let's see who we have next. We have men's singles action here. Out of the Lucha Gnomes, we have Trebar Twinback. He will be going up against our Goliath Bard, the one and only Vin Blastine. He has his muse and manager, Aura, at his side. Vin did not have a good season last year. We'll just say it right now. He even said he had a very disappointing time, especially the last half of the season. Just could not seem to put matches together, losing to people who many thought he should have been able to manhandle easy. Been doing a lot of work in the off season here. We'll see if that has paid off for him or not as we return to Diet Water Arena. And here they come. New entrance for them because the music, I couldn't find any music to match the old entrance. But they are Traybar Twinback along with his partner, Zalser, Dark Belt.
Representing the Luchador from Avalon, weighing in at 190 pounds, Trevor the Luchador.
Traybar Twinback is going to be the one wrestling. He's the one in black with the green tie. These two gnomes have adopted the luchador style of wrestling. They feel it fits their body and size, and yes, yeah, they look tall for gnomes, but this is the shortest the game lets me make them. Yeah, I just came out of nowhere, Wandering Silence, so I'm drinking some fluids to try it. I think it just got something in my throat. As we wait for Traybar's opponent to enter.
And his opponent from Avalon, weighing in at 365 pounds, the Goliath.
Vin Blastine. He is our heavy metal bard. Believe it or not, he is actually the runt of his family. That's why he's a bard and not a fighter. He says his real weapons are his instruments, his bagpipes, his flute, his violin. But in the ring, he's just as strong as anyone else, if not more. We'll just see if this season he can try to put some things together. Appears to have a new focus for sure. Appears to maybe shed a few pounds, so he's probably only a biscuit under 400 pounds. Let's see what he can do against a much smaller opponent, Traybar Twinback. The Gnome versus the Goliath. This is going to be interesting. Is this going to be David and Goliath? Or what's going to happen here? And Vin goes right after him. Has the waist lock on. Has him wrapped up good, but Traybar gets out. He tries to wrap his arms around Vin. And now Vin gets himself loose. Some chain and reverse chain wrestling going on here. And oh, nice little armbar takedown. Goes for the headlock on Vin. Getting him down on his back. Keep the big guy off his feet. Cranking on that neck a bit. Vin trying to get in position, and now he reverses it into a headlock. He could probably crush Traybar's head inside those legs. Pulls up on 2 feet, putting the pressure on the head. He could get a submission this way if he cranks hard enough. Traybar kicks out. Running in for the big clothesline there, knocks him down. He's going to go for an early pin, but only a 1 count, way too early. Goes up to the ropes as Vin watches. Drop kick, brings him down. And now a big shoulder block by Vin to stop Traybar in his tracks. Big stomp. Grabs him by the leg, and now goes for the heel hook. Twisting on that leg. So important for the luchadors, their ability to run, jump, and move around. Holds it down, knee drop right onto the leg. Holds it down, another one. Flips him over, another stomp to the ankle. Really taking the leg out on him. Wraps him up. Massive forearm shots to the head. We're talking MMA style shots here. He's also trying to encourage his teammate. But right now, Vin's got control. Shin breaker right into the mat. Traybar pops up. Vin's got him by the back of the neck, though. Big clubbing forearm shot. Big boot misses. Traybar pulls the rope down. Vin's acting a little bit like he might be injured. And a suicide dive through the ropes. Caught him by surprise. spinning leg drop. I think Vin might have got injured on that fall through the ropes. Big stomp on the arm. Goes for a double axe handle and misses. Shotgun drop kick by Vin. Now picks him up on the Eldritch Blast safety mats, but power bomb onto the entrance ramp, missing the mats as the mount count goes to 7. Vin gets inside. Here comes Trebar. Pulls him up and reverses. And Vin reverses it back. Trebar breaks it out, and there's the stomps again. The big boots. And now he's going for that leg again. Cranking on that ankle and knee. Got the heel hook going. He's going to go for it again. No mercy here from the Goliath. Not to expect any in a match like this. Holds him down, goes for the pin, but only a 1 count. Wraps him up. Nope, reversal into the ropes. Drop kick to the knee, caught it, chopped him down. Then back up to his feet. Another shot to the knee, goes up. Hurricanrana into the ropes. He's going to go for the gnome strike and hits it. He's waiting for Vin to get to his feet. Leaps up, goes for Hurricanrana again. Vin trying to get things back together. Trebar looking a little winded, and now Aura has got him distracted. If anything, giving Vin some recovery time. Working like a good manager, and here comes Vin. Looked like he was going to go for the lullaby there, but Trebar was ready. Massive blow kicks. Pele shot there. Big kick there. Roman has a knuckle lock going, doing some old school rope work. Nice arm throw there. Goes up top rope. Goes for a frog splash, but misses badly. But Vin's still down, not able to take advantage. Aura trying to tell him get up. Big series of kicks and strikes, but now tornado DDT by Trebar. Hook's leg going for the pin again. But only a 1 count. That's what I'm wondering sounds to look like there. Vin blocks that one, has him wrapped up. Pulls him up onto the shoulder, and it's snake eyes right into the turnbuckle. Holds him down for the pin, but only a 1 count. Tries to pull himself up on the ring apron. Here comes Vin. Big shoulder block. Knocks him down onto the Eldritch Blast safety mats outside the ring. Vin showing the crossed hands. I think he's trying to say things may be over here. Trebar's ready for him, though. Whips him back into the ring. Trebar back in. Both back up on their feet. The kicks again and strikes. Goes up. Hurricanrana again. Vin doesn't seem to have an answer for that. He goes upstairs. Frog splash, hits it. And the victory goes to the David. Trebar Twinback gets the victory. Big win there for Trebar Twinback and the Lucha Gnomes. Back to the training grounds for Vin. Yeah, I think so. He showed a lot more power and mobility, but just didn't quite have it tonight. All right, now for more men's singles action here, as we have Jarduk Munka, the leader of the faction known as the Triangle, up against our other science fiction character, our other sci-fi RPG character, Callius Lucidus. They have met a few times before. This should be an interesting matchup. Power versus agility and leaping power. Let's see what happens here as we return to Diet Water Arena.
is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Triangle of Terror. From the city of Atlantis, weighing in at 228 pounds, General.
All right, that got cut off, but this is Jarduk Munka, exiled from the planet of Neptune, where he ruled with an iron fin. He's now seeking new lands to conquer. The premeire one being here. Former Master Melee champion. Looking for a chance to get that belt back around his waist. Not only wants to be the champion, he wants to be the dominant ruler of all of Grappler's Keep. Made a great, valiant attempt at it last year. We'll see if he continues with it. His plans this year, what those may entail. But first, he has to contend with someone else from outer space. Looks like he is set and ready to go. And here comes his opponent. Oh, I forgot to take that stuff off of there.
From out of this world, weighing in at 215 pounds, beating Luke Sinister.
All right, Callius Lucidus, he's from the Delta Quadrant. His spacecraft crash landed here on the planet Earth while he was exploring the Milky Way. Unfortunately, his technology is far above ours. And he is still, as of yet, to find someone who can reverse engineer and repair his ship so he can go back and no one has come looking for him. Much to his chagrin, so he is still here, making his life and living here in Grappler's Keep. All right, Jarduk is ready, as is Callius. There's the bell, and here we go, and Jarduk goes right in with the knee. Now collar elbow hookup between the two. Jarduk pushes him into the ropes. Refs trying to force and request a break. Clean break, both sides. Callius gets the dirty kick in. I expected it to be for Jarduk. They lock up again. Jarduk pushes him into the corner this time. He probably won't break quite as pleasant this time. Nope, he does. And now he comes in with the big forearm strike. Now the MMA knee strikes coming into the gut. Down goes Callius, but walks right into a boot from Callius. Lots of flipping all over the place. Both of them missed. Jarduk got the better of it. Looks like now he's got him up on the shoulders. Drops him down, and a big forearm strike to the face. Pulls him. They lock up again. And this, again, Jarduk has him up on the ropes. Referee requesting a clean break. And this time it's Jarduk who gets the shot in. I guess it's kind of equaling out after what happened earlier. Whip into the ropes. Pops him up. Knee shot. Kick to the back of the, nice little enziguri kick to the back of the head there. Springboard moonsault, but nobody home. He totally missed. Callius still down, so he's able to still take advantage. Forearm strike and a kick there. But Callius elbowing his way free. Nice standing drop kick. Jarduk pops right back up and whips Callius into the corner. Big shot to the gut, another big stomp. And now just a series of foot rakes across the forehead into the corner and another big boot. Hooks the leg for the pin. Hey, Prax, good to have you here lurking. You just missed your Barbarians. They won in tag team action against the Paladins. Nice moonsault there, leaping over the rope from the ring apron. Big stomp to the arm. Another stomp. As Jarduk just stands there waiting for Callius to do something, and he does. He rolls outside the ring. Jarduk goes up top and hits him with the Superman punch, and down he goes. Grabs him by the arm. Big stomp to the back. Stomps to the back. Now one to the face, still holding the arm. Hammer locking it over. And now just pulling back on the hand. And the double knees to the back. Hooks the leg for the pin. But only a 1 count. Keeps the stomps continuing. Jardik goes with that moonsault and again totally misses. Now Callius takes advantage. Flying clothesline there. Rolls him up. Has a heel hook, but has to break because of the ropes. Leaps over. Springboards over. Body splash. He's waiting for him to get up. Big chop there. And now we're going to get in a striking contest here. I'm not sure this is what Callius wants to get into. Probably does not have the strength and power that Jardik has, but nope, he's getting his own shots in pretty good. Callius is giving as much as he's getting here. Backhanded shot there that time. And Jardik's looking like he's going to, gets a good shot in there. Callius blocks that. It's a couple of shots in a row. And now we got a hockey fight breaking out. And hard to say who was the wooziest out of that one. Whip into the corner. Nice orbital slam there. Goes for the pin. But only a 2 count. He's going to go up top. Waiting for Jardik to get to his feet. Got him with the elbow coming down. Pulls him up to his feet, wraps him up, and hits the crash landing. And a victory goes to Callius Lucidus. The crash landing is more than Jardik can handle. A big victory for our wrestler out of the Delta Quadrant. Great way to start the season is with a victory. And now we have some interesting singles action here as we have Ben Varde, Dave Mustaine, our Dragonborn is going to be going up against out of the world of the post-apocalypse. Half of the tag team known as the Demolition Squad. This is Chaos. We're going to see a lot of power in here, but don't get too hung up on the power. And both of these two are very skilled technical wrestlers. Chaos is probably more of the power broker than Ben is. But this should be an interesting matchup to see how it goes. Let's get right back to the Diet Water Arena. This should be an intense one. Yes, I agree, Wandering Silence. This should be an intense one. And here they are. They are Team Chemo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Alliance from Avalon, weighing in at 232 pounds, Ben the Dragon.
And Dave Mustaine there on the left as they're walking down. I guess right now he's on the right as the camera's behind them. Doxel Rubis now he's on the left. Doxel Rubison on the right, and in the front, our men's Master of Melee champion Novar Xanatron. These are the three known as Team Chemo. Why have I got such an unusual name? Well, all three of them are D&D characters that I have played, and they're all named after chemotherapy drugs. Hence the name Team Chemo. The front two are part of an old tag team known as Dead Red, but they've teamed up with Novar to hold the Triangle at bay. And now we will see Ben in singles action. Slightly new look there for Ben. And here they come. Chaos is the bodyguard for Scooter, who is the Baron of, says he's the Baron of the Wastelands. They ran out and they're trying to get back so he can become the Baron once again.
Accompanied by representing Demolition from the Wasteland, weighing in at 297 pounds.
All right, Chaos making his way. That Scooter there. Both here from the representing the post-apocalyptic worlds of RPG gaming. Looks like they are getting themselves set and ready to go. We'll see Chaos in singles action here. As they try to get the crowd to their side. All right, looks like they are set and ready to go. There's Ben staying loose. Chaos gets to keep the helmet on this season. And here we go. Ben is not a small person, but even he looks small up next to Chaos there. Collar elbow hookup. Now Chaos has the headlock. As it locked in, cranking on him good. Ben trying to get himself free. He's got that locked in pretty good. Some old-fashioned style wrestling going on here with the headlock now. Pushes him into the ropes. Shot to the gut as he comes by. Ben tries to pick him up, pulls him around, spins him around. Big forearm shot. Now stomp to the arm. Big stomp to the shoulder there. Has him up. Unguarded knee to the jaw. Chaos trying to get back up to his feet. Ben's got the kicks going. Springboard Superman punch. And Ben's trying to take control of this match early, keep Chaos off his feet so he can't use that power. And he's already going for the pin. And a 2 count. Ben was our initial men's champion. Springboard moonsault missed. Chaos rolled out of the way just in time. Now takes advantage. Forearm shot to the back. Collar elbow hook up here. Chaos pushes him to the rope. He's got that much more power. Ref trying to get a clean break. And instead Chaos gets the forearm shot in. Keeps it going. His teammates cheering him on. Crash in the center there, neutralizes things out. Then Chaos just literally runs over Ben. Knee drop to the back. Big stomp to the arm. Another stomp. Pulls him up by the back of the neck, literally, and throws him back down on the mat. That is a huge... Ben is not a small person. That's a huge amount of power. And now a double axe handle from the top. Literally walks over the top of Ben. Big kick there. Stomp to the back. Pulls him up. Into the ropes. Goes for a senton and misses. Ben rolls out of the way. Tries to grab a hold, but Chaos gets the kick to the gut. Back in control. And hard into the turnbuckle goes Ben. Nasty forearm shot there. Pulls him out, throws him back into the turnbuckle. Again, face right into it. Ben down. Gonna get pulled and alley-ooped out. And Chaos is just showing his sheer power here at this point. Multiple shots, now a kick. Ben still on his feet somehow. Big kick there, wraps him up, has him on the shoulder. And just hits him with the scrapper, goes for the pin. And Ben somehow has enough to kick out. Doxel and Novar trying to encourage him on. Pulls him up to the top. Ben kicks his way free. Springboard drop kick. Caught him by surprise, hooks the leg for the quick, desperate pin, but only a 2 count. Pulls him up. Series of kicks to the head. Flips him over. Chaos pulling himself up in the corner. Ben appeals the crowd. Now Scooter's got him distracted, and Chaos clubs him with a forearm from behind. He let himself get distracted, and now Chaos is going up top rope. Body splash from the top. Hooks the leg. And Ben somehow has enough to kick out. Goes for another double axe handle. Ben gets a shot to the gut, gets out. Clothesline. Another running clothesline. Goes for a kick and misses. Nice spinning leg sweep there by Ben. Goes to the ropes. He's going for the dragon dive and hits it. Yeah, how's Ben still alive? Chaos getting to his feet. Scoops him up. He's going to hit the Eldritch Slam. Hooks the leg for the pin. And somehow, some way, Ben pulls victory out of that. I'm surprised he got up after that body splash there by Chaos. I guess that's what happens when you're a paladin and a warlock at the same time. You can reach back for power that nobody else has. Big victory there for Ben and Team Chemo to start things off. And now we're going to go with some women's tag team action here, as we have a team here that has no love lost for each other at all. Former women's tag team champions, former queens of the Keep, Paws and Claws, Adasha and Jiashi, will be going against a team that they know all too well. Our team of Elven Bards. They are simply known as the Interlude, Dia Hanu and Mira Visk. Let's head right to the ring and get some women's tag team action going here. And coming out first, it's the Interlude. Dia Hanu, Mira Visk, they are traveling bards, known to inspire themselves and others to do things for them.
Scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, Dio, Haku, and Showstopper, Biz, the Entourage.
As they argue about who goes up into the ring first, and as usual, it ends up being Mira Visk going in first. Don't let all the fancy clothes and attitudes distract you. These two are very capable inside the ring. As they have shown opponents time and time again. And here they are, two Tabaxis looking for a good time.
And their opponents, adorable Kitty and Tiger Girl, Team Paws.
All right, they are Paws and Claws, Adasha and Jiashi. Just two Tabaxis that are looking for fun. Looking for the next fun thing to do, and as Tabaxis are, they like to play with their food first before they pin it. And looks new look, new entrance for them. Had to scrap the old one, it wasn't available, and I thought this one fit their personalities real well. It's going to be Mira Visk starting off first against Jiashi. And here we go. Jiashi runs right into the dropkick, not wasting any time. Holds the arm down. Knee drop right onto the elbow. Wraps her up. Puts her up on the shoulders. Going to carry her in neutral corner, and it's snake eyes for Mira. Big kick to the back there. Big stomp. Jiashi tried with undecision here. Tries for a wheelbarrow, instead swings over to an arm drag. Slap across the face, several chops, and then just throws her down. Throwing her down all over the place now. Pulling on the arms. Going for a hair pull, but there's not a lot of hair there to pull with that new hairdo that Mira's got. Pulls her up part of the way. Nice running shot there. Big stomp to the ankle. She's going to go right for a pin. But only a 1 count, still early. Stomp it, nobody there. Here comes Mira Visk with the strikes, but walks right into a hip toss. Holds the arm down. Knee drop again right onto the elbow. Pulls her up to her feet. Hard whip into the corner. And here's the tag. Here comes Adasha. Holds her out, runs her right into the boot. Adasha wastes no time, but gets kicked off by Mira. Big stomp to the arm herself. Double knees right to the back. Another stomp to the arm right there in front of Jiashi. Another kick. Goes up and over. She's on the ring apron. See what she's got planned here. Leaps up top rope and a missile drop kick. Nailed it perfectly. Pulls her up to her feet. Now hard whip into the corner. Puts her up on the top turnbuckle. Not a safe place to be. What you got planned here? A hurricane run off the top rope. She thought about tagging. Nope. She's going to go up top rope instead. Waiting for her to get up. Nasty leaping DDT from the top rope there. Hooks the leg for the pin. Jiashi in for the save. Pulls her up to her feet. We've yet to see Dia Hanu tagged in yet. Nice little power slam down. And of course, as soon as I say that, here comes Dia. Jiashi tags in as well, and a nice running neck breaker there by Dia. Adasha still not even out of the ring yet. Still recovering. So here's the stomps by Dia to the head and arms. Adasha being chased out by the ref as Dia's all over Jiashi right now. Big stomp to the ankle. Waiting for her to get up to her feet. Looks like the Bards have been working on some outside work here. Rolls through and into another neck breaker. Hooks the leg for the pin. Ref finally notices he was a little slow. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Pulls her up to her feet. Right into double knees to the face. She celebrates, giving her time to tag, and here comes Adasha back in. Nice little shoulder block. Stomp of her own. Rolls her over, big kick to the back. And now goes for the pin right in front of Mira. But not even two. Pulls her up. Mira tried to get a shot in, now cranking on the neck of Dia. Cranking on it hard now, slamming her down. And goes for another pin. Hooks leg up. She's got her feet on the rope. It's a dirty pin, but Dia kicks out anyway. Hard whip into the ropes. Nice back body drop. Doesn't quite connect with the kick. Dia's in her own corner, but struggling to get free. Nice series of moves there by Adasha. Doing it right in front of Mira. No fear. Now a big series of paw strikes. Dia trying to get herself free. Hits another neck breaker. She seems to be focusing in on that quite a bit. And now takes her to the ropes. Lifts her up. Has her up on the shoulders. Oh, nasty drop onto the ropes. And now she's going to go over to Jiashi. Take care of her. Chin drop onto the ropes. Mira does a suplex onto Adasha. And now here comes Dia back in as the count continues. Knee drop to the face. Pulls her up. Throws her back in. Dia taking her time coming back in. Waits for Adasha to get up. Big backhanded shot. Another backhanded shot. Wraps her up. Tries to take to her corner, but now Adasha's recovered. Elbows her way free. Quick shotgun drop kick and tag there for Mira. Adasha didn't think she could get back in time for a tag of her own, but doesn't matter. Has her up. And a power bomb of her own onto Mira. And with that, that will give her time to tag. And here comes Jiashi. Mira comes in. Nice looking Hurricane Rana there. Waits for her to get up. And Adasha's there to interfere. Caught Mira by surprise. Makes her land on the Eldritch Blast safety mats. Jiashi comes in with the shoulder block, knocks her down. The double teaming continues. Adasha thrown into the ring. Mira's into the ring. Adasha's not legal. Is being chased out. As the battle goes on inside the ring, Jiashi's got Mira on the ropes, literally. Gets a strike in. Slap on the back of the head, and now stomping on the shoulders, using the ropes for leverage, pounding the face into the mat, and now she's going to go for the pin. But only a 1 count. These two teams know each other well. Jiashi lets out a roar, which allows Dia to tag in, who wraps her up, goes for a body slam. No! She hits the fret bar instead, hooks the leg, goes for the pin, and there's Adasha for the save. That was close. Dia waiting for her to get up. Rolls through and hits the rolling neck breaker. She's going to go upstairs. Hits the flying senton from the top rope. Big stomp. Knows that that's not going to be enough. Pulls her to her feet. Hard whip into the corner. But Jiashi has to get the elbow up instead. But Adia still wraps her up. And Jiashi reverses it. Goes for a drop kick. Dia's able to block it somewhat, but not totally. Now is whipped into the corner. Here's the tag. Adasha coming back in. Sets up the double team. Arm held out. Big double axe angle onto the wrist. Dia goes for a back fist, but Adasha gets it in first. Hooks the leg for the pin. But only 2 count. Mira was coming, but Dia kicked out. Nice toe drop takedown by Dia. Caught her by surprise. Strike to the back of the head and now hard into the corner. Here's the tag. Mira coming in. Double super kicks. And Adasha rolls out of the ring. And Mira's coming right after her. Big series of strikes. Double axe handle shot now standing on her headstand. Double knees into the gut onto the Eldritch Blast safety mats outside the ring. Throws her back in. Waiting for her to get up. Wraps her up. And she's going for the swan song. But Jiashi's there to break it up. Going for the submission move. Waits for Adasha to get to her feet. Don't know what she's got planned, but she's giving Adasha time to recover. Goes up. Adasha blocked whatever she had planned, that's for sure. Mira comes right back up. Shoulder block down by Adasha. And she's going to tag. Bring Jiashi back in. Mira up in the corner. Now comes back out. Pulls her up. Nice little white noise there. Jiashi goes out of the ring, comes back in as Dia waits. Dia does not look good, but quick running neck breaker again. Pulls her up. Wraps her up. Hits her with the final note. But there's Adasha for the save once again. Now she goes after Adasha. Snapmares her down. The ref trying to chase her out. Dia kind of getting in the way of that. Now she goes back after Jiashi. Wraps the arm. Hammerlocks it down. Gets her down to a knee. Jiashi punching her way free. These two teams know each other so very well. This is going to be a tough match to get a win on. Leaps over and nice flying shoulder there by Jiashi. Goes for the catnip bomb but missed. Dia runs in, but Jiashi's able to get a kind of mini choke slam in there. Dia kicks out of that, whatever is happening there. Hard whip into the ropes. Dia missed whatever her shot was there. Swing and a miss, has her wrapped up. Hits the sleeping tiger, goes for the pin, but Mira's there for the save. Jiashi undeterred, keeps at it on Dia. Hard whip into the corner. Shot to the back, and then a sort of neck breaker there from Jiashi. Now tags in Adasha. She's going for the legs. Looks like she's going to go for the scratching post. Try to get the submission. She's got her trapped in the middle of the ring. Dia has no choice. Mira can't get to her to save her. And the submission victory goes to Paws and Claws. Paws and Claws, you can see, dancing, but they're a little bit sore after all of that. Big win for them, the former tag team champions. And now we're going to our main event here. Our women's champion, Cheryl Aranoma, who won the belt at Dice Mania, will be making her first appearance with the belt. And she'll be going up against Feline Locke out of superhero realm of RPG gaming here. This should be a fun, interesting matchup. We'll see how well Cheryl does now that she has the championship around her waist. Let's head right back to Diet Water Arena for our main event.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Russia, Queen.
Feline Locke, Queen of the Frost Realm. They say the only place not cold on her is her heart. Making her way down to the ring last year, held the Hunter's Mark a couple of times, but more notably won the Coronation Tournament and was the Baroness of the Keep for the remainder of the season, despite a challenge for that title against Minion Mylar. Those crowns have been turned in from both her and from Morduk, the Baron of the Keep, who won the men's side. As we'll be soon having a new Coronation Tournament as Feline gets herself ready to go. There she is, championship belt around her waist, and as usual with the 2K games, the belts clip through whatever you're wearing. What? Okay, that's not right. We gotta fix that as well. Cheryl Aranoma, she's here to have fun and kick butt, preferably at the same time. She is our Women's Lady of Valor champion. It looks like the Capes are behaving themselves this year. And she flexes for the crowd. Feline keeping herself loose, ready to go. Cheryl's all set. This is a non-title match. There's the bell, and here we go. And Cheryl comes right out swinging. Goes right for the waist lock here. Feline powers her way free, reverses it. Wants to get a victory here to show that maybe she can earn a title shot. Cheryl gets it back, gets things back in control. And a nice arm drag to get out, and goes right to the headlock onto Cheryl. Take away her power by keeping her down off her feet. Cranking on that neck hard. Cheryl tries to roll out, instead gets double knees to the head. And now a knee drop right to the chest. Big stomp. Into the ropes. An elbow drop by Feline. Grabs the leg, kick right to the hamstring. Another big stomp. Knees to the back. Waiting for Cheryl to get to her feet. Locks her up again, and now a hard whip into the corner. Changes her mind. Forearm right to the face. Working all the way down, and now a big running knee shot. Going right after the champion here. Going right for a pin. But only a 1 count. Working her way over. Now trying for the arm bar. Going to try to make the champion tap out, but instead she works her way through. Fights her way out. Frees her arm up. Kick to the gut. Cheryl not able to get any offense going. It wraps her up right into a DDT. Feline waiting for her to get up. Well, someone loves somebody there, it sounds like, in the crowd. Big shot there. Hey, Critwitch, good to have you here. You're here for the main event. As Feline Locke has been all over Cheryl Aroma, pulls her out and into the ring post. Cheryl is down. She's not been able to get anything going in this match. It's been all Feline. With the stomp there, and down she goes. Pulls her up to her feet, kick to the gut. Several strikes there, wraps her up. Nice over the shoulder throw. Now she's going upstairs. Yeah, you'd think so. Big elbow drop. Oh, wait a minute, the lights went out. What's going on here? What's Goldie Boone doing here? Wandering Silence, are you behind all this? I don't know does Goldie have something going on with Feline? It's giving Cheryl a chance to recover. But she comes up from behind. Schoolgirl roll up from behind. You are behind this, Wandering. I wondered. And now here comes Cheryl striking back. Momentum shift for sure as Cheryl's had a chance to recover. Pulls her up. Wraps her up. Tries for a power bomb, but Feline punches her way free. Shoulder block there, and some ground and pound by the Frost Queen. Cheryl trying to get to her feet. Feline waiting for her. Goes for a kick and misses. Cheryl's got her again, and this time she hits the power bomb. Schoolgirl roll up. But only a 2 count. She's waiting for Feline to get up. Big chops there. Wraps her up. Big fall-away slam. Feline tries to roll out of the ring, but here comes Cheryl after her. Big running forearm shot there. Pulls her up. Feline whips Cheryl into the ring instead. But Cheryl right there with the kick and strikes. Big boot there. Goes up second rope, but Feline's able to get there first. Cheryl was trying to go for something, maybe the screwball. Has her up, but Cheryl reverses, and it's a reverse DDT. Pulls her up, and now double axe handle to the back. Big stop to the back of the head. Waiting for Feline to get up. Wraps her up. Now he's going to take her to the corner. Hard into the turnbuckle. Wraps the arm around the rope there. Using the middle rope for more leverage. Walks away. Says something, and now a big running forearm. Throws her in. Clobbers her from behind. Pulls her up to her feet. Pulls her up. And looks like she's going to go for the Minos and hits it. Schoolgirl roll up again. And only a 2 count. Cheryl thought she got it. Waiting for Feline to get to her feet. Wraps her up. And here comes the bigger, better butter knife. Roll up again. And it's over. Whatever you had going there, Wandering Silence, Goldie Boone, it worked. Giving the victory and momentum and eventual victory to our women's champion, Cheryl Aranoma. That hurt my neck too. There's our women's champion. I guess that's a victory smile on her face. And that brings us to the end of our first season of Grappler's Keep. So a lot of good matches there. We had some good fun stuff there. Let me take care of some business here with the screen. Yes, I want to quit because we're done with the game. So those were our matches here tonight. Some interesting matches there, some interesting turnabout, and Wandering Silence sneaking some stuff in on me when I wasn't expecting it. But that's what a good manager does, right? Looks like there's something going on between Goldie and Feline, and we'll have to find out more about it as we go. We'll see a bunch. We're going to see everybody at least once here in the first couple of weeks, so we can get everybody up and going. Yeah, glad you're able to catch some of it here with us. Grit Witch, always good to have you here. Now let's see who we want to raid here. Let me do some checking here. Excuse me, everyone. So, all right, I think I know who we're going to go raid here. A well-known RPG channel. We're going to go there. But first, let's take care of business. Schedule is going to be completely back to what it should be. We have on Mondays is Family Night at the Emporium, as my daughter Bonnie and I are working our way through, and we're almost have 100%ed out Lego DC Supervillains. We'll be continuing on with the adventures of Tori and Virgil in that one. Although we may have some surprise appearances by Hydration Man along with our new favorite character, Party Ninja. That'll be Monday nights. Wednesday nights is the weekly Skyrim serial as we are doing the story of Katekihakai in Jarl Balgruuf's court as I am role-playing as myself being transplanted into the world of Tamriel and Skyrim. We are on our way to go fetch a magical horn or something like maybe it's magical, maybe it's not for the Greybeards, along with my companion Lydia. That'll be happening Wednesday nights, and then we'll be back here next Saturday with more action here on Grappler's Keep. So, tomorrow, however, you can catch me on Praxagora Thesmophori's channel as I am part of the team participating in the Dragon Age one-shots that Prax is currently running. I'll be playing a fun character here this coming Sunday, and then there'll be one more after that one, and we'll be finished with that mini set with Prax, having a lot of fun with that. Have never played Dragon Age before this one, so having a lot of fun doing that. So, you see the shirt I have on, Special Kit Witch, Wandering Silence, you guys got here later. I am wearing some of our merch. This is the Old Time Emporium t-shirt. This is the hat. Both have the waffle bone waffle cone crossbow. And what kind of merch do we have? Well, we have Diet Water shirts and hats. We have Emporium shirts and hats. We have Grappler's Keep shirts and hats. We have multiple on Grappler's Keep. We have the black on gold. We also have the gold on black. We also have multiple colors for the other two as well. We also have different cups available, the insulated beverage things you can do as well. We have cozies available as well. If there's anything else, just let us know. Maybe we can work something out with the different logos and promos that we have going on here. So the link for that is the has been showing up here in the chat. It's through Fourth Wall. There's also a link on the main page here in Twitch as well. And I should probably put a what do you call it when you mark it so it's always available in Discord to see and all that. I can't remember the term off the top of my head. What is it? Oh, I should put a pinned message up there with the links for there as well. So if you're interested, go join us there. If you're an RPG player or a GM that has a forever GM, or if you're a GM yourself and you've always thought, I would love to have my own custom GM screen for whenever I'm playing home games with everyone and all that, well, you're in luck. I have an Etsy shop. I make custom GM screens for people. We have a regular 4-panel one that folds into a book-like carrying ability. We can either put document holders in, or I can put a magnetic strip on the back, so you can use magnets to hold papers up with it, whatever you want on the inside. We have a 3-panel version that has the same magnetic strip options as well. We can, and the 3-panel, we can either, you can either have it solid wood, or I have a model where I have made models where I cut a section in the back, you can put a tablet in, so you can have that facing you as a electronic reference while you're playing the game. Or I've even made one where the tablet was facing to the outside for someone, so they could use that as a screen for the players. But we also have a 3-panel version where a computer screen is built into the screen itself. So I need to get a picture up so I can have that pop up on here as well. But we have those available. We can make those as well. That's on the Etsy shop. You see the link there is there in chat right now. So if that's something you would like to get, we make them custom for. I don't have them pre-made. I custom make each one according to what kind of stuff everyone wants on there. I put whatever art you want on there, unless it's AI created art. I will not knowingly use AI created art because of how that steals from other people's original work. So, but otherwise, I will use whatever is legally available for us to use to decorate with. So we have that. So we have all of those going on as well. Speaking of Discord, we have as I said, we have a Discord. We have sections for talking about all the different games we have going on here. We have sections for you to show off all your creative endeavors, because we like to encourage creative activities for everybody. We also have a special section there called the prayer closet. Here in this household, we definitely believe in the power of prayer. We believe it is. We know that it's real. We know that it's powerful. We know that it works. We've seen it time and time again within our own family, our church family, our friends around us, and such. So, if you would like that kind of spirit, if you have a need, if you have a concern, if you have a request, please place it there, and we will be praying for you. This isn't a thoughts and prayers, and then nothing happens. I keep a list on Evernote, so that way we know exactly what's going on, and I can keep track of what the requests are and how God has answered them. However, if it's something that's a little personal, a little private, and you don't want all of the internet knowing about it, just use the praying hands emoji. We'll take that as what we call an unspoken request, which means God knows what it is. You know what it is. We don't know, but we don't have to know all the details. All we need to know is that the need is there, and we'll be praying for you just as hard as if we knew every single nitty gritty detail. So, again, if you'd like that kind of spiritual support, please take advantage of that in our Discord. We are going to raid Lord Gazumba. Does a lot of D&D stuff, especially with Greyhawk, and he currently has a 24-hour D&D stream going on here. He's very good DM, puts on a lot of stuff, and we are going to go and raid them here tonight. So hang along with us for that. So, until next time, everyone, may green be the grass below you, may blue be the sky above you, may straight be the path before you, and warm be the hearts that love you. Good night, everybody.
It is the best Twitch channel that is secretly an old-timey ice cream parlor on either side of the Mississippi or the Rockies. And you should hear about the specials. Monday nights is Bonnie's Bonbons, cream extravaganza with all the float sodas and sundaes you can shake a stick at. I can shake a stick at quite a lot of Sundays. But there is also a Fudge Rodin Sunday special on Tuesdays, and the famous 1, 2, 3 parfait on Wednesdays, where wrestlers meet up in the squared circle to work out their differences with some healthy wrestling-style fisticuffs. It is all good, clean fun. Hawkeye's old-time gaming emporium. Their milkshakes bring all the gamers to the yard, and their content is more exciting than any Nickelodeon. Take your horse and buggy to their address, twitch.tv/KY Hawkeye.
Here, I think there's two secret doors.
That's what I wanted to look
Kai Hawkeye, yeah. Secret door, and opening.